What up, everybody? Welcome back to Off the Bench TV. This is your boy Raza Time, Siptane Raza, aka Raza Time, and today we're gonna preview the Eagles versus the New York Giants that's taking place today around at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So the Giants, as you can see here, the Eagles will be visiting the New York Giants. So this is a division matchup. So hopefully we get a close game. I don't think we'll get a close game. This is something that the Eagles need. They have been in the headlines all season. Just their offense is not looking like how it was last year when Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator. They have not been getting anything going on offense. The defense has been looking pretty decent, pretty good. The defense has been doing its part for the most part. They've been doing pretty good. And then, as you can see, the stats, Jalen Hurts does not even have 1,000 yards passing yet in 5 weeks. He's been really struggling. The media has been going at Hurts for they're saying he can't throw the ball when last year he was looking pretty good. As my co-host Hassan would say, he does not believe in Hurts. I'm usually the one. I'm a Cowboys fan, and I argue that Hurts is a legit QB. He would say Hurts is not, and kind of proving me wrong. That Hurts not looking like a legit QB, even though he is a Super Bowl champion. And if you see Saquon only has 267 yards of pass rushing, which currently is on pace for under 1,000 yards for the year. And you can't be paying the highest running back in the league and not even hit 1K. That's like, with the extra games that we have now, and he's still not hitting 1K. That's unacceptable. Devontae Smith is their top receiver. He's been doing pretty good. The one that they're really having issues with is A.J. Brown. He's been causing some drama. Receivers are divas, and he's been the one that has been, causing some issues, causing some drama. He put out a post on Instagram, quoting the Bible, just saying, if you're not welcome, I'm kind of subphrasing it, if you're not welcome, just walk away, or just giving slight jabs here and there. He hasn't been getting the ball. He only has 194 yards. For the most part, I think most of that was he got in one game where he got like 100 yards, and the rest 94 yards throughout the season. So he hasn't been involved. He's been frustrated. Saquon, Jalen, and him and A.J. Brown reportedly have had a meeting that went on for a couple of hours. To me personally, I think that's early in the year to have a meeting, but I mean, I guess it's good that the leaders of the team are getting together and talking about, what they need to fix, what needs to go right for this team to succeed and get back to the Super Bowl. And the team is having all this drama, and they're still 4-1, still one of the best teams in the league. So I mean, that just shows the pedestal that they're on, and like what they expect from each other. So it could be good, or I'm gonna say it's more on the good end. Even though I hate the Eagles, but they're still a good team. They found ways to win. They could have lost a lot of the games. I know against the Cowboys, CD dropped a catch that was a dime from Dak. That could have changed the whole game, the outcome of the game. But there was also a rain delay, which affected, I think, Philly more because they just got a fumble in that game. And then the rain delay happened, lightning storm, so they had to pause the game. It could have, they could have probably won that game a little more easier. But the Chiefs game, Kelsey drops an easy touchdown that turned into an interception that ruined it for the Chiefs. That was a big, win for Philly, and a big fumble for the Chiefs, who are, not as good as with the 2-3 record right now. And then against the Rams could have kicked an extra point. A field goal won the game, but Philly blocked two of their field goals, so that's on Philly. Good for their special teams to do that. And as you know, with the Bucks, when they faced the Bucks this year, they had a good lead in the first half. In the second half, 0 passing yards. That's the real big issue. 0 passing yards in the second half by Jalen Hurts. That was a big surprise. You don't expect that at all. For any quarterback in the NFL to have any team in the NFL to have 0 passing yards in the second half. You don't expect that at all. So that's like really like what the issues are starting. They did still get that win. Baker threw a late interception in that game. He brought the team back, but through a late interception that cost him to lose that game. And then last week, Philly lost to the Denver Broncos, where they were up 17-3 in the fourth quarter, and they blew that lead to the Denver Broncos at home. A lot of it, you know, that's just the offense wasn't getting going after Denver started to mount their comeback, and there was a big flag by Zach Braun, who did a blatant late hit. He just came into the picture. The play was already dead, and then he came in and hit the player, caused a 15-yard penalty. It was a third down. It would have probably forced the Broncos to kick a field goal. Instead, they extended the drive, went down, killed the time, and kind of won the game after that hit right there. But Philly fans, I know you're gonna say, "What about the pass interference?" You know, those are, when you slow it down, it looked like pass interference. Before that, while you're watching the play live, you could go either way. So the refs didn't call anything, which I usually like. Let the players play. And then, so this is a big game for Philadelphia Eagles, where they face the division rivals, New York Giants, in New York at MetLife. Hopefully, there are no injuries today. You don't wish for injuries at all. But that MetLife field has been known to cause ACLs. A lot of ACLs. A lot of players don't like playing on that MetLife field. And so this is a game that the Eagles should win pretty easily, I believe. The only threat that the Giants propose is that defensive line that they have. It's a ferocious defensive line with a lot of first round talent. I'm pretty sure the Eagles will win pretty easily. Usually division games are close. I don't think this one will be that close. If the Eagles keep this game close and the Giants have a chance to win, this drama is going to keep on going. They have to get A.J. Brown involved early, give him the ball, let him going. This is a primetime game. The whole world will be watching. You have to get A.J. Brown going, get him involved. This is the medicine you need. This is exactly what the doctor prescribed. The New York Giants. Get them going. Go in there, get Saquon the ball, get A.J. Brown the ball, score some points. Don't even keep this game close. They have a rookie QB in Jackson Dart that didn't look that great last week against the Saints. Now he is back at home. He did get a win against the Chargers, but the Chargers are on a 2-game losing streak. That O-line is decimated for the Chargers, so this defensive line of the Giants took over that game, caused pressure to Herbert. The Giants kept it close and won the game. The Eagles have a good line, so they should just handle it. Hurts needs to get A.J. Brown involved. The offensive coordinator needs to get Saquon Barkley going. This is exactly what the Eagles needed. Get with this win on prime time, score 30 points, keep them to 14, 17 points, have a great win, be 5-1, still be the best team in the league. I think it's either them or Detroit that's the best team in the league. They had a blunder last week at home, which rarely happens against a good Broncos defense. This is exactly what the doctor had ordered for the Philadelphia Eagles, is to face the New York Giants, get this win, become 5-1, and just take over, go 5-1, have a long break before you face the Minnesota Vikings next week. So, and that might be a crazy game. Carson Wentz versus his former team, Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be a good storyline for Week 7, but we're still here in Week 6. Get A.J. Brown involved, and that's what they really need to do. That's like the biggest thing. Saquon and A.J. Brown need to get involved. Jalen needs to get A.J. Brown involved, and this team needs a big win. They can't keep it close with the Giants. If they keep it close with the Giants, the drama is going to continue. I know this is a game preview, but really I don't have much hope for the Giants in this game. For the Giants to win this game, they need to keep it close. No turnovers. Run the ball with Scatterboo. Jackson Dart can run the ball, extend some plays, but keep it simple for him. Make it very easy downs. You got to win on first and second down to make it easy third downs for Jackson Dart. If they can play defense, keep it close, and somehow pull off this upset, that'll be an impressive win for the Giants. It's a division game, but I don't see it happening. I feel like Philly just came off a loss. They're going to be hungry. Philly fans will probably be at the stadium. It's not that, it's like a 2 hour drive to New York. Um, and there should be a good amount of Philly fans there. And they need to get this win, get to 5-1, but they need to get to 5-1 with a big win. You can't keep this game close and win. The drama will continue because this is the New York Giants. I know it's a division game. All division games are close, but most of the time division games are close, and anything can happen in a division game because you know each other so well. But the Eagles really need to just put on 30 points, keep the Giants to under 20. Even if it's 30-20, that's a good win. Even if Giants have like some garbage time touchdown, garbage time points, that's fine. But get a big lead early. Don't keep this game competitive, and you'll feel the noise die down a little bit. Is what they really need. And they have a Giant sandwich. So they have Giants, Eagles, Giants back to back. So yeah, let's see what happens. Both teams will face each other twice in 3 weeks. And yeah, that's my preview for the Eagles versus Giants. And then I have one thing I want you guys to listen to is Emmanuel Acho, ex-Philadelphia Eagle. You might see him on a lot of talk shows, a lot on social media talking about football. His insight is usually pretty good. I like to listen to what Emmanuel Acho has to say. And here I'm going to give a little snippet about what he's saying the Eagles need to do, especially Nick Sirianni. Here, take a listen.
Have not heard anybody have. It's a Nick Sirianni issue. And the reason it's a Nick Sirianni issue, so long as Nick Sirianni cannot and does not call plays, the Eagles will find themselves in this situation year after year after year.
They keep replacing coordinators.
You keep replacing coordinators. You can find a defensive coordinator that is content being a defensive coordinator.
So yeah, that's a great point by Emmanuel Acho, basically saying Nick Sirianni needs to start taking over play calls because there were these OCs, they're leaving. One they fired, what's his name? Kellen Moore. So yeah, they lost Kellen Moore. So he's basically saying Nick Sirianni needs to start taking over. He's going to be the head coach for quite some time. So get an OC that implements your game plan. You start calling plays, take over as the play caller, and I think that could fix the Eagles' game plan. That was a good take by Emmanuel Acho. I like what he was saying. That's probably something that needs to be into consideration if this offense stays dreadful. Even if this week they stay dreadful, that's something that needs to be in consideration where Nick Sirianni needs to start calling plays because his offensive coordinators are leaving or getting demoted. And just to have Kellen Moore became a head coach who took them to the Super Bowl where they got Saquon involved. So Nick Sirianni, he should start calling plays. That was a great take by Emmanuel Acho. And my score for the game, I'm going to say Eagles 30, Giants 20. We'll say Giants 20. They'll get some garbage time points. The Eagles should win this game pretty easily. They should drop 30 points. And thank you for listening to my game preview. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow us on social medias. On Instagram, Twitter, we are Off the Bench TV. On YouTube and X is Off the Bench TV. So subscribe to our socials. And if you like this video, hit a like, follow, and thanks for watching.